This is Parsha Shoftim, in the beginning of the Parsha. So the Torah tells us that a judge may not take a bribe. What did it say? Lo sikach shochad, don't take a bribe. Ki ha-shochad ya'ave inei chachamim v'yistalef divrei tzadikim. Because taking a bribe will cause that the eyes of the wise will become blind, and it makes even the tzaddikim, the righteous people, the just, so they become crooked, they become affected by the bribe. The Chofetz Chaim says a beautiful explanation of what's going on over here. Chofetz Chaim, if a poor person says about another person that person is wealthy, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's wealthy. Because if he has more money than him, then he's wealthy, right? I think the mashal he used was, if Rothschild says that someone's wealthy, Tzvi, the man's wealthy, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's like Baruch Hashem, at my bar mitzvah, I remember, if anybody from Philadelphia is watching, Rabbi Meth all over Shalom told me I laid nice. My father was like, whoa, if Rabbi Meth told you that you lay nicely, that's something. Okay, if you don't know, if you're not from Philadelphia, obviously Rabbi Meth and the Meth family, they were great Bali Kriya. Okay, so the point is that depending on who says a description of someone will determine whether that it's actually an accurate description or not. Says the Chofetz Chaim, the Torah tells us that a bribe affects the Chachamim, the wise, and the Tzaddikim. Tzvi, who's calling the person that takes the bribe? Who's calling them a Chacham and a Tzaddik?
Torah.
The Torah, the Rebbeinu Shalom. So it says the Chofetz Chaim so beautifully. You see from here how much a bribe can affect the Chachamim and the Tzaddikim, because they're not Jack, or Joe calling this person a tzaddik or a chacham. The Rebbeinu Shalom himself, the Almighty himself, the Torah calls the person that can be affected, a chacham and a tzaddik. So you see how far a person can be affected by taking a bribe. If you haven't watched the last vart that I made on this, you will see that this goes even further than even what I'm saying now. A Shabbat Shalom.